Shortly after coronavirus cases started to rise in the United States, antibody testing flooded the market, promising to answer the nagging question, could you be immune and protected from COVID-19? CBS 2's Dorothy Tucker put these tests to the test.
Headache, chest congestion, chest pain.
When Mark Thomas and his wife got sick after attending a church event with 100 people, he was convinced it was COVID-19, but he wasn't sure.
So we wanted to get a test just to make sure and rule out that we had COVID-19.
They decided to get an antibody test, which they hoped would tell them they were immune to the virus and protected from reinfection.
I wanted to see, right, how I should proceed with my life going forward.
The results were surprising.
Results were negative. There is no presence in my system of COVID-19 and that I did not have the antibody. I thought for a fact that I had COVID-19, absolutely. So I am still very skeptical of this test.
Thomas is among those who has raised questions about the accuracy of antibody tests, which is why we decided to test the test. Only 22 have been given temporary emergency approval by the FDA, the Federal Food and Drug Administration. That's out of some 250 that have been on the market. We chose 3 based on cost and how long it would take to deliver results.
I was sick about middle of March.
Investigative producer Michelle Youngerman led our investigation. She had some of the symptoms of COVID-19.
I had a cough, I had a fever, I lost my sense of smell, the chills.
Over the course of 3 weeks, Youngerman visited 3 clinics, getting 3 different tests. The Vibrant test, $225. It was negative for a recent infection, negative for an older infection, no antibodies. The Hangzhou Rapid Finger Prick, $75. Positive for a recent infection, negative for an older one, positive for antibodies. The Abbott Architect, covered by insurance, negative for a recent infection, positive for an older one, yes to antibodies. So the results are mixed. At this point, we're scratching our heads. So we turn to Dr. Philip Norris, an infectious disease expert from San Francisco, California. The question, which test is correct?
So you're asking me, is this a positive or negative? Was Michelle infected or not? And the answer is maybe.
Maybe?
That's not what anybody wants to hear when they spend all that money.
I do think it is buyer beware.
Dorothy Tucker, CBS 2 Investigators.
The makers of the 3 antibody tests have not returned our calls. The FDA allowed each of these tests to be used at that time, so the providers did nothing wrong.